Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are going to be covering an April 2022 market update for the greater Tampa Bay area. We're going to be breaking it down into three different areas. Pinellas County, which is the beach communities. You've got Clearwater, St. Pete, a lot of other areas. We're going to be covering Hillsborough County, which is really the metropolitan, Tampa, South Tampa, and New Tampa areas. And then we're going to be rounding it out with the southernmost Manatee County. Stay tuned for some of the most expensive homes sold, some of the least expensive, what's going on with the numbers, what are the market trends, and then finally, what are my predictions as we move into the rest of 2022. My name is Dennis Henderson with the Team Henderson Group at eXp Realty. Thanks for checking out this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you guys are notified anytime anything real estate related happens in the greater Tampa Bay area. Now let's jump into it. All right, so starting with Pinellas County, if we take a look at the map here, if you're not familiar with the Tampa Bay area, they really refer to it in three different parts. You've got Pinellas County, Hillsborough, and Manatee County. So starting at Pinellas, you can see it's this location right here. This is what we're going to start by talking about. So let's take a look at the most expensive home sold in Pinellas County. It came in at a whopping $8.5 million, was located in Bel Air Beach, which is just south of Clearwater Beach, Florida. So as you can see in the photos here, this house has everything you could possibly want. It sits right on the beach. It's really close to the intercoastal waterways as well. It's got a wraparound driveway, 3 stories, including a parking garage. It's got a circular driveway. This house features 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, over 3,400 square feet. And if you're thinking about going anywhere near Clearwater Beach, this is just close enough, but still far enough away to where you get some privacy where this is located. All right, next we're going to be talking about the highest over asking price in Pinellas County. This home sold for $2.1 million and came in at $1.175 million over the original asking price. This house is located right on Eden Isle, which if you remember from my last video, I talked about Snell Isle. This is just north of Snell Isle, right by downtown St. Petersburg. Really exclusive, all luxury home community, and this sat right on the water. The particular condition of this home, as you can see from the photos, is not necessarily anything to write home about. However, what's really going on in this area specifically, a lot of homes are being purchased, especially older homes, knocked down, rebuilt, and they've got $10, $12 million homes being built in its place, 3, 4, 5, even 7,000 square foot home. The next one we're going to be showing you is actually the priciest fast sale. So that means anything sold in 7 days or less. This one sold for $5 million, $250,000 over the original asking price, and was sold the same day it was listed. Now this house is actually located in Bellevue Island. There's not a lot of homes located there, and they don't sell that often because it's protected in the intercoastal waterway, so it's not out on the Gulf side, but it's right by Clearwater Pass. So you're close to everything you could possibly imagine, but it's this exclusive community of a small amount of homes. So this home, if we take a look here at the photos, this house was actually built in 1992. It features 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, over 5,000 square feet, and this house just has some really amazing views. It's got poolside, some nice beach decor inside, and staged really well. Congratulations to the new owners on that one. Next, let's talk about the lowest sale in Pinellas County. It actually went for $105,000, and it was a short sale, which means they purchased it from the bank, and the bank probably lost some money on it. This home was located right in St. Petersburg, Florida. This is obviously going to be investment property. There's a lot of investing going on, especially in St. Petersburg, for homes that are being re-renovated and then sold anywhere between $100,000, sometimes even $200,000 over asking price for some of these really low sales. Next, the biggest price drop was $500,000. That's not a bad deal considering this home came in at $4.5 million. This was a new build, built in 2021. This home featured 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, over 5,000 square feet. And this is located in the Venetian Isles, which was just a little bit north of that Eden Isles I was talking about. Snell Isle, Eden Isle, Venetian Isles. All of those are located really close to downtown St. Petersburg. Again, lots of luxury homes down there. This one was right on the water. As you can see, a lot of modern updates. It's got a pool, it's got a deck, it's got some really great views. and all the modern updates. And finally, the last category for the homes we're going to be showing in Pinellas County is the longest days on market. This is also a new build. It was on the market for 304 days. It sold for just $200,000 under the original asking price and went for $7.7 million. This home is located right off Park Street in St. Petersburg, Florida. This home has everything you can imagine. It's got one of the largest estate lots that you can find in the area, right on the Intercoastal Waterway. This home features 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, over 10,000 heated square feet of space. You can see it's got pools, it's got landscaping. What's funny about this property is I actually watched this house being built. I used to pass it quite often. At the time, I didn't realize that the home was being sold. I just thought somebody was putting a lot of work into a home that they already had. But it's got some really cool features on this one. Again, congratulations to the new owners of this fabulous home. All right, next we're going to jump into the data. We're going to be talking about how many homes sold, what's the average prices that are going on in Pinellas County, and what are the days on market and things like that. Starting at all the home sales in March 2022, there were 1,081 homes sold, which is actually 15% decrease compared to March the previous year, but it's an increase of 20% from the month prior. So I look at both the year prior because real estate market is cyclical, which means that we're going to see typical trends from January all the way up until July. Home sales start to increase and then they dip off a little bit and then they usually increase again. But we can see that home sales collectively since last year down 15%. Next, we've got the median home sale coming in at $435,000. This is all single-family homes sold in Pinellas County in the month of March, and that's a 27% increase from the previous year's sales and a 4.8% increase from just 1 month in February. All right, sales volume, there's been a total of $631 million in sales in Pinellas County in the month of March, which is only 1% less, even though there was 15% less homes sold the year prior. But that's a 29% increase in the sales volume from the month prior in February. Average price per square foot for a home in Pinellas County comes in at $329 per square foot, which is again 28% increase from last year's and 5% increase in just 1 month. The average days on market, this is an interesting one because we're actually down again. If they weren't already going fast, they're going even faster. 13 days on market, that includes all these other ones, including the one over 300 days that we talked about. But that is down 54%, which means they're selling 54% faster than last year, and is down 29% since last month. And the last stat is 59% of the homes that were sold above asking price, which is a total of 637 out of the 1,081. And this one's interesting because I have a lot of clients that come to me and my team that ask us about, what's the right price? What's it going to take to get the deal done? Even some that maybe haven't purchased homes for 10 plus years. The market's changed to where the norm is just that the home prices, if you're purchasing on market, are going to be above asking price typically in order to get the deal done, unless the property's been sitting for at least 7 days or more. So something to think about. So next we're going to be covering the Hillsborough County sales, what's happened in the market, what are highest homes sold, lowest homes sold, similar to Pinellas County. If we can see from the map here, we're going to be covering all the greater Tampa Bay area, including Tampa, South Tampa, Town and Country, Brandon, a lot of other cities in the Hillsborough County area. So starting with the most expensive home sold in March, it comes in at $4.9 million, which is only $350,000 under the original asking price, but no surprise here, it was located in Davis Island, which is one of the most exclusive and expensive locations to live in South Tampa. You can see from the pictures here, this has some really island decor. It's got clay roof, and this home features 6 bedrooms, 8.5 bathrooms, over 9,400 square feet, and this home sold on March 31st. Next, talking about the highest over asking price. This home came in at $267,000 over the original asking price and sold for $1 million. This is actually a new construction build that's going on. This home features 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,800 square feet. And what's interesting about the Apollo Beach area is there's a lot of construction and new development that's actually going on around there. The Palmetto Parish, Apollo Beach area, everything there's a lot of new tract of homes. In fact, there was one strip of land that I was taking a look at for a buyer that's looking to build townhomes. There was a $10 million piece of lot that was owned for 330 luxury units. It sold the same day that it went on the market for about $14 million. So there's a lot going on. That may be an area that you want to think about taking a look at, but let's keep taking a look here. Next, we've got the most expensive home that sold in Hillsborough County in a week or less. This one came in at $3.1 million, which is only $40,000 under the original asking price, and it sold in 2 days. So let's take a look at the photos here. You can see this house has some really great landscaping. It's got a pool in the backyard, all the updated finishings that you would expect for a home in that price tag. And this home was also located in South Tampa, which is one of the hottest spots right now. There's a lot of homes that are being picked up in South Tampa, they're either re-renovated or being knocked down and rebuilt and building anywhere from $2 million to $10 million homes in South Tampa. So next, taking a look at the lowest home sold. This home sold for $106,000. It was $6,000 over the original asking price. This one was located in Plant City. And as you can see, this is obviously an investor special. Looking at the photos, needs a bit of work, but hey, if you could pick up anything for about $100,000 nowadays, especially in the greater Tampa Bay area, you're probably doing all right for yourself. All right, next we've got the biggest price drop coming in at $1.7 million. This sold for $385,000 under the original asking price with only 20 days on the market. But just look at this home. This is one of my personal favorite styles of home. Spanish terracotta roof. You've got a paved wraparound driveway, granite countertop kitchen, a great view of the water. And this home features 4 bedrooms, 3 and 2 half baths, over 4,400 square feet of living space. And finally, talking about the longest days on market property, this one for Hillsborough County came in at 347 days on the market. This one was a really big estate lot. It actually sold for $669,000, and this home featured 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,680 square foot. But there's a lot here to be able to build onto. All right, so let's get to the numbers for Hillsborough County. So obviously there's a lot more space in Hillsborough County. So as you can imagine, there were more homes sold. However, it's down just like Pinellas County. So there were 1,632 homes sold in the month of March, which is down 17% from the year prior, and an increase of 14% from the previous month. Now, the median home price for Hillsborough County was $404,000, which is an increase of 27% from 1 year prior, a 2.3% increase from the month prior. Now, if you remember from Pinellas County, that was $435,000 was the median. So the difference between the two counties is $31,000 less expensive on average to live in Hillsborough County. Moving on to sales volume, it came in at $782 million in single-family homes sold in Hillsborough County last month alone, and that is a decrease of 3% from the previous year because there were a lot more sales, 17% in fact, and that's an increase of 16% from 1 month. But as I said, from January all the way through till about July, home sales traditionally have a tendency to increase until about the summer break time frame. Now, this next number I really want to focus on a little bit. The average price per square foot is $238 per square foot, which is still 27% increase from the year prior and 4% increase from the month prior. However, if we compare Pinellas County to Hillsborough County, Pinellas County had an average price per square foot of $329, whereas Hillsborough is almost $100 less per square foot. So what does that mean? That just means that you get a lot more house for your money if you're living in Hillsborough County. So something to think about if you're trying to decide where you want to move to, or if maybe you're living in one location and want to think about relocating to another county in the greater Tampa Bay area. So moving on to average days on market, consistent with Pinellas County, 15 days on average, so just a few more, but it's a decrease of 45% from the year prior, so homes are selling almost 50% faster than a year ago, and it's also a decrease of 29% than just 1 month ago. And finally, the last stat talking about here, 54% of the homes sold over the asking price, and that comes in at 889 homes of the 1,632 homes were sold, again, over asking price. And finally, we're going to be covering the southernmost county in the greater Tampa Bay area called Manatee County. As you can see on the map here, this is going to cover areas such as Parrish, Palmetto, where a lot of new construction is going on, Bradenton, and Longboat Key. There's also Lakewood Ranch, which a lot of new development homes are being built there. And this is just north of Sarasota. All right, so starting at the most expensive home sold in Manatee County comes in at $6.5 million. And what else would you expect if you're going to spend that kind of money and live in Florida than to live right on the water? This home was sold $495,000 under the original asking price. It features 6 bedrooms, 6 1/2 bathrooms, over 5,500 square feet. But as you can see, this place is located right off Longboat Key, which is a pretty popular tourist destination, as well as a really great place to live. You can see this house features a deck, a place where you can store a couple of boats, got some really awesome views of the water. What else could you ask for? Next, we've got the highest over asking sale. This house was actually on the market for 94 days. It sold for $3.8 million, but sold for $500,000 over the original asking price. This is located in Bradenton Beach, features 8 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, over 4,200 square feet. And as you can see from the photos, this actually features 2 pools because it's multiple units in the one building that was sold. So this is clearly an investment opportunity, which is a lot of what's going on in this area right now. There's a lot of investors moving into the area, picking up either single-family homes, multifamily homes, or even entire condominium units. There's one that I was working on previously where we sold the last unit in a condo complex because a private investor is going through buying up all the condominiums and turning them into apartments or even short-term rentals if possible. Next, we've got the most expensive home that sold in a week or less, coming in at $4.7 million, and that's $200,000 over the original asking price and sold just 3 days on the market. This home sits right on Manatee River, which takes you straight out to the Tampa Bay. You can see the landscaping on this home is absolutely amazing. It's got brick walkways, tile roofs, a massive estate on a peninsula that actually sits on both sides of the water. It features a private gate and a whopping 5 garage spaces. So next, the investor special, the lowest home sold came in at $95,000, located in Bradenton. It was $5,000 over the original asking price and sold the same day that it was on the market. As you can see, this home only has 1 photo. It obviously would need some work, but again, anything under $100,000 anywhere in the Tampa Bay area is probably not a bad buy. Next, we've got the highest under asking. This one happens to be a pre-construction build. This home sold for $3.3 million and was $1.5 million under the original asking price. It was only on the market for 13 days though. So there's not any photos that we can really show here as the house hasn't been built, but this home should feature 5 bedrooms, 5 1/2 bathrooms, 4,400 square feet, and I'm sure there's a lot of customizations that will go into this. This house is also located on the Longboat Key. Again, a very popular destination for some of the most luxurious homes that you can purchase on the market in this area. And finally, finishing it off with the longest days on market for Manatee County, we have a house that sold for $2 million. It was on the market for 238 days and sold just $200,000 under the original asking price. This home is part of the Lakeview Estates. It features 4 bedrooms, 4 1/2 bathrooms, over 3,100 square feet. It's got a great view of the lake. It features an enclosed pool, lots of garage space, in a brand new community that's still being developed. All right, so getting into the numbers, Manatee County, it's one of the smallest areas out of the 3 counties that we've covered. So as you might expect, there's less volume sold within this area. So there were 601 homes sold, which is actually down 29% from last year, but it's up 20% from the previous month, which has stayed pretty consistent for the 3 counties. Talking about the median price sale in Manatee County, it came in at $548,000, which is 37% increase from the previous year and 13% increase from the last 1 month. Now, there's a couple things that go into this. That is more expensive than both Pinellas and Hillsborough County, but there are a lot of homes that are right on the water, so that tends to bring the price up as well. And there's a lot of new development that's going on in this area as well. Those homes that are being sold are new construction homes, and that plays a factor in this versus homes that have been built in the 50s through 70s, which is kind of typical for the other 2 counties. Talking about sales volume, coming in at $431 million. This is down 8% from the previous year just because of the amount of units that were sold, but an increase of 20% from the previous month. So talking about average price per square foot came in at $326 per square foot, which is pretty comparable to Pinellas County. That's a 40% increase from the previous year and 3.5% increase from February of 2022. Now talking about average days on market, this one has really started to pick up. It's 15 days, which is consistent with Hillsborough County, but that's a 70% decrease. So it means it's selling 70% faster than it did last year at this time, and a 31% increase from just 1 month prior. And the final number, which stays consistent through all 3 counties, 52% of the homes that were sold in Manatee County sold above asking price, which is a total of 313 of the 601 homes sold above asking. So just to recap, all of the Tampa Bay area in the month of March has been a really, really strong month in real estate. There's a lot of sales that are going on, and Tampa Bay is still one of the #1 destinations to move to. I've got a lot of investors that I talk to that are coming out to pick up single-family homes, multifamily homes, because this is becoming one of the largest rental markets in the area as well. Now let's talk about predictions, where I see the market going. Do I see it continuing to go up, plateauing, or going down? Now one thing to watch for is the interest rates have gone up significantly. Rates even 3-4 months ago were in the 3% range. I'm now seeing rates come back on some of the buyers I'm working with over 5% on properties. Condos especially, there's a little bit more risk involved with condos, so interest rates are going up, which means your purchasing power may be a little bit less than it was before. So what does that really mean? I don't necessarily see home sales slowing down for the next few months, because I think it's gonna continue the trend at least until the June, July time frame, and we'll see what interest rates do then. But a lot of the purchasing that's happening right now, again, is investors. There's still a lot of people that I work with, individuals that are making purchases, individuals that are selling their property, moving to different parts of the Tampa Bay area. But I still see this being a strong market. I definitely don't see it tapering off anytime in the next month or 2. So we'll see what the future holds. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all this. If you're thinking about moving into the greater Tampa Bay area, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below, give me a call. My information is going to be listed above, and it's also going to be in the description below. Also, if you're thinking about selling your home in this area, want to either relocate to somewhere else, or just curious to see what your home might be worth, feel free to give me a call. I do free market analysis to let you know what your home could be worth. I'd love to talk to you. You can reach out to me anytime. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified anytime new videos like this are released on our channel. See you on the next one.